Hello everyone, I'm Philip Kiokio, and today I would like to talk about the KODAK Zi8 high definition camera, and I'll just give you a little bit of an overview of the camera. The booklet is here. It comes with all the information you need and in multiple languages, and if you need to go to the website for further support, it's kodak.com go/Zi8 support, and it'll tell you more than what the little booklet says. But I just want to get you started with it today. It's a great little camera, and the first thing you need to do if you're just opening it up, but in most cases if you've used it before, there's a battery that just needs to be inserted here. Be careful with any of these devices. Don't force anything. It's just little pieces of plastic, but it's a nice camera. If you need a charge, there's a charger, and it's a little battery gadget like this. I'll set this down. And it has a USB connector. You put that in the bottom and then plug it into the wall, and then take your camera, and right in here is where you plug it in, and that'll charge your camera. Nice. So I've got a little charge in there already. So I want to turn the camera on, and it's a little button right there, and you see the screen comes on, and you get choices of different film speeds. Well, I'll go back to this later, but I'm using the 720p, and that's, since I'm going to put it all on the internet, this is the best setting for me. It's not so huge, it's not the 1080p for HD TV, and it doesn't slow down my editing. I'm using a little laptop with Final Cut Pro, so this is not too bad. And then, but the important thing to see here is I've got charge, I've got a half a battery load, but this icon here tells me that there's no SD card. And I'm going to show you how to put the SD card in, because that allows you to record a lot. Without that, you can't record hardly anything. So I'm going to turn the camera off, and then over just below the power is a little flap, and you just grab the corner of it. Hopefully you have some fingernails. Grab the corner of it and just bend that out of the way. And you want to get an SD card, and I've got SD Extremes, because they have the faster of the throughput, and there's a little number there. I don't know if you can read it, but this is a 10. For video, I believe you want something that's class 6 or better. Class 4s are real cheap, but I don't think they are good for handling video through faster output and input. So class 6 or better. 10 is real good. These are only 4 GB, but you can get up to 32 GB, which will give you more time. For different costs for different ones. But there's only one way to go in, and you don't want to force it. And in these, the label goes down, and you bring it in, find the little spot. Of course, I'm trying to do this by watching the camera at the same time. So you open that up, and you can see there's a little slot. So it's the little copper looking things up top, and it'll just slide right in, okay, here, and you'll hear it click. There it goes. Okay, now it's in there. To take it out, if you ever need to, and change it to another one, push it in and pop it out. Pretty simple. Don't go in the wrong way though. These things, anything like this will break. So it's in, click, and just set that, and it closes that, and that's fine. Now let's pretend we're going to go shoot. So we push the button on here. The lens is on the other side. There's the lens, and then I've got it set there, and you see it now. It says SD card right there. And if I wanted to shoot, I can just hit the record button, and now it's recording. And I'm recording the box. If I want to zoom in, and you can see it's shaky, so I have a tripod, and you can hook the tripod up here. If I want to zoom in, I can push this button up, and you can see it's kind of a jerky zoom, so it's more for framing and then shooting back out. Okay, and I've recorded all that. If I want to stop, I hit that again and it stops. Okay, so if I want to play it back now, I hit this button here. It's a little arrow on it, and you can see it says it said 1 of 1. So now I just hit the playback.
Now it's recording, and I'm recording the box. If I want to zoom in, and you can see it's shaky, so I have a tripod.
Now I'm going to stop it. It stops. It pauses. Want to start it again? And pause it to watch it. If I want to now go ahead and begin recording again, I'll hit the one with the camera. Alright, so now I'm ready to record at 720p. If I hit the camera again, I can pick out which ones I want to record if you make a mistake. And you go left and right, 1080p, 720p at 60 frames a second, 720p, WGA, or stills. You can shoot stills with it also. I'm pushing that you use 720p for going to the web. It just works out real well. Okay, now we'll record another one. If you want to do close-ups, there's a little switch at the top, and you slide that over, and it's like a little flower, and you can go in and get close-ups if you need something like that. See, you can get fairly close with it. And now I'm going to stop, and you can see when I stopped, it shows me that the little flower is on there. It means I'm shooting close-up. See how it's all out of focus now? When I push this button on the top, it'll focus it up again so I can see all that. Now I'll play that back. 2 of 2. If I hit this again, I can play it.
If you want to do close-ups,
And there you can see how the close-up works. Okay. And stop it. And that's about all there is to it. When you're ready to go to a computer, you open up this USB port and you plug that into the computer. As long as you have a fast enough computer and software, then this will automatically hook up, and you'll be able to drag files into a hard drive and then be able to use them. So it's a pretty nice little camera. 720p seems to be the best one. Keep it charged. Make sure you put the faster chip in there. There's a trash can over here. If you want to trash something, you find the one you want. There's the first one. There's the second one. Drag, push down, enter. It throws it in the trash. This last button here is for different setups. Set your date and time. Make sure you're shooting at NTSC if you're in the United States, and it's not PAL, P-A-L for other countries. This is a light and dark. This is for your sound. This is for your microphone input. This is for, I forget what that's for. I'm not going to use it. This is for focus. There's a little focus assist. This is to format your SD card if you need to. And this just gives you some information. I have 1 hour and 3 minutes left on this camera. So that's all that does. Back to the camera, and we're ready to shoot again. Tripod hook right here. This is a little strap hook here. Very nice, cute little camera. And really enjoy these. Okay.